This week's episode of Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. Big news in business travel, or any big news really, is the current situation in the Middle East. At the time of recording, Iran has been bombed by the United States, and there has been retaliatory bombing from Iran, shutting down air travel through key Middle Eastern hubs: Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Doha, and Bahrain. Airspace of Iran and adjacent countries has been shut down. Dubai Airport has been bombed, as has its iconic Burj Al Arab hotel. The easiest way to leave this region is through Saudi Arabia, with charter flights from Riyadh to London priced at £350,000 sterling. Current advice from the Australian Federal Government's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade is do not travel for most of the Middle East, with a reconsider your need to travel for Saudi Arabia, Oman and Jordan. This is a volatile situation and is likely to change rapidly over the next few days. Travellers in the region should seek consular assistance as a matter of priority. Flights running through Singapore and Hong Kong are still running, so if you're an Australian travelling to or from Europe, avoid the Persian Gulf. In Australia, there has been a massive shake-up in the Qantas frequent flyer program. Status credits can now be rolled over from one year to the next. The loyalty on the ground purchases with Qantas partners is now permanent, but the number of status credits needed to keep higher status levels has increased. Staying in Australia, due to the current woes of corporate travel management and their overcharging UK clients close to £80 million sterling, over 100 million US dollars or nearly 150 million Australian dollars, rival travel agent Flight Centre is circling. Flight Centre picked up $600 million Australian in new corporate accounts in the first half of the financial year and is looking to gain more Australian clients from its scandal-ridden competitor. Over to the US state of Virginia, the Hypersonix, an Australian aircraft designed to travel at hypersonic speed, is making its first test flight. It is the world's first 3D printed, hydrogen-powered hypersonic scramjet engine and was developed in partnership with the US Department of Defense and NASA. Remember, the faster the flight, the worse the jet lag. That's why there is no such thing as boat lag. And now over to sport. We're now looking in the rearview mirror at Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, and congratulations to the US hockey team for their historical win against neighbouring Canada. After the Winter Olympics, there was concern around jet lag and hockey players coming back from the Olympics. The Seattle Kraken faced the Dallas Stars, and the Dallas Stars sent 7 players to the Winter Olympics, 6 of whom made the medal round. However, the final scores were Dallas Stars 4, Seattle Kraken 1. So no, jet lag wasn't a factor this time around. Now, over to Las Vegas. The National Rugby League is playing the game in Las Vegas, with teams from Australia and England competing in Vegas. Yes, lots of jet lag. But NRL chair Peter V'landys insists teams from Australia and England competing in Vegas. There was no doubt the NRL had pulled off its most successful Vegas extravaganza, with the crowd slightly edging out last year's. It's estimated from the over 45,000 fans in Allegiant Stadium, 20,000 travelled from Australia, 10,000 were from England, and 5,000 came from other overseas countries. Mr. V'landys says that Vegas is the anchor event and is set to stay on the calendar long term. Staying in the United States, the Socceroos have drawn circadian rhythm friendly draws on the West Coast rather than the less friendly East Coast, with games so far scheduled for San Francisco, Seattle and Vancouver, Canada. A bit less jet lag, which means less negative effect on the performance of the team. And finally, have you ever been in a frantic rush looking for your passport first thing in the morning as you prepare to fly out? Then Virgin Australia pilot Ian Manning has the hack for you. Place your passport in your shoe the night before. You can't put your shoes on with a passport in one of them. Genius hack. I might try it next time I fly internationally. If you have any questions or want to know more about what I do, check out my website at www.jetlagguide.com.au. There's another book on the way, and you'll be the first to know when it's released. And that's this week's Jet Lag in the News. I'm Steve Jasper, aka the Jet Lag Guy. Thank you for watching.